99.Samyutta Nikaya 12.57. The Discourse on the Young Tree. In Sravasti. Omitted. Bhikkhus, when one dwells seeing the gratification in things that can be clung to, craving increases. With craving as condition, clinging comes to be. Abbreviated. Thus this whole mass of suffering arises. Bhikkhus, suppose there was a young tree. If a person were to nurture its roots, regularly add soil, and water it frequently. Bhikkhus, nourished and sustained in such a way that young tree would gradually grow, develop, and reach maturity. Similarly, bhikkhus, when one dwells seeing the gratification in things that can be clung to, craving increases. With craving as condition, clinging comes to be. Abbreviated. Thus this whole mass of suffering arises. Bhikkhus, when one dwells seeing the danger in things that can be clung to, craving ceases. With the cessation of craving, clinging ceases. Abbreviated. Thus this whole mass of suffering ceases. Bhikkhus, suppose there was a young tree. That a person would come along with a spade. Abbreviated. Or cast it into this swift-flowing river. Bhikkhus, that young tree would thus be cut off at its root, made like a palm stump, obliterated, and not subject to arising in the future. Similarly, bhikkhus, when one dwells seeing the danger in things that can be clung to, craving ceases. With the cessation of craving, clinging ceases. Abbreviated. Thus this whole mass of suffering ceases. End of the 7th Discourse. Explanation. This sutra uses the metaphor of a young tree to illustrate. 1. The first metaphor shows, just as a young tree grows strong through careful nurturing, when people continuously focus on and indulge in the pleasant aspects of things, their craving grows, leading to attachment and ultimately suffering. 2. The second metaphor shows, just as a young tree will not grow again once uprooted, when one sees the danger in things, craving ceases, leading to the cessation of attachment and ultimately the cessation of suffering. The sutra specifically uses a young tree rather than a mature tree as a metaphor, likely emphasizing that we should recognize and eliminate afflictions and attachments before they become fully developed and deeply rooted. This is easier than trying to overcome them after they have become firmly established. This represents another important teaching from the Buddha on the path to liberation. Detailed commentary. Deep metaphorical analysis. 1. Symbolism of the young tree. Represents habits and attachments not yet fully formed. Roots symbolize the source of desires and attachments. Soil and water represent the nourishment we give to desires. Growth process symbolizes the gradual strengthening of afflictions. 2. Laws of mental evolution. The Buddha reveals an important truth through the tree metaphor. Habits are like young trees, initially easier to change. Continuous nourishment makes them gradually stronger. Once deeply rooted, they become difficult to remove. Importance of early awareness and intervention. 3. Window of liberation. The sutra teaches us, seize the moment when afflictions first arise. Remove habits before they become established. Use wisdom to observe our mental states. Cultivate the ability of mindful awareness. 2. Modern life applications. 1. Mechanism of habit formation. Every habit starts as a seedling. Daily repetition reinforces these habits. Both good and bad habits follow this principle. Learn to identify and cultivate good habits. 2. Prevention of addictive behaviors. Recognize early signs of addiction. Take preventive measures promptly. Avoid nourishing negative habits. Develop healthy alternative behaviors. 3. Guidance for spiritual practice. 1. Importance of awareness. Maintain vigilant mindfulness. Observe the arising of thoughts. Identify the source of emotions. Adjust mental states promptly. 2. Optimal timing for practice. Don't wait until problems become severe. Seize present opportunities. Start with small steps. Make gradual changes. 4. Practical methods. 1. Daily observation. Reflect on one's behavior daily. Notice newly arising desires. Examine inner motivations. Maintain clear awareness. 2. Specific actions. Establish early warning systems. Cultivate alternative behaviors. Seek guidance from wise friends. Create supportive environments. V. Profound life lessons. 1. Importance of the present moment. Now is the best time. Don't wait for problems to worsen. Cherish every opportunity for change. Maintain a positive attitude. 2. Prevention better than cure. Wisdom of preventing problems before they arise. Importance of early awareness. Establish healthy lifestyle patterns. Cultivate positive thinking patterns. This sutra teaches us that the best time for change is always now. Like tending to a young tree, we should observe our thoughts and eliminate afflictions and attachments before they become deeply rooted. This is not only spiritual wisdom, but also practical life wisdom. Through this sutra, the Buddha teaches us to maintain clear awareness, promptly eliminate negative habits, cultivate positive mental states, cherish present opportunities. Let us remember, every present moment is a new beginning and an opportunity for change. By seizing the present and starting with small steps, we can gradually achieve inner transformation and elevation. True wisdom lies in knowing when to plant seeds of wholesome qualities and when to uproot sources of affliction.